People of the internet, it is I, Don Thomas, back again with another video. As always, I am greatly appreciative of you guys tuning in. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's topic. This one's going to be a quick one today, folks. I've had a busy past few days. Sleep is now a luxury. I mean, I sleep, but I don't get to sleep comes and goes, whatever the case is. So it's been busy. And I literally don't know what's happening in the world right now. So this message today is coming from my heart and not that of the internet or that of, whatever is culturally happening. I literally don't know what's happening. I haven't really been paying too much attention these past few days. Just whatever. But nonetheless, I just been thinking a lot in terms of just like life, right? I'm always thinking about life in general, but just like my life personally, the life, I guess, of others, people that I know, people that I don't know, whatever the case is. Everybody's out here trying to do the best that they can, right? We're all out here trying to do the best we can, figure things out as we go. And the message for today is, and I think I tweeted this. Okay, so that's probably where it's coming from as well, too. Not too long ago, I think I tweeted as well, too. Something along the lines of how we should all, the object of the game, right? The game of life. If we're all out here, if for those of us who consider this life thing just one huge game, the game of life, the object of the game, I think, is to live a life that makes sense to you, right? When it's all said and done, no matter you live 10 more years, a month, 5 years down the line, 20 years down the line, whatever your life trajectory is, at the end of it all, I think it would make sense. You would want it to make sense to you, right? I've been seeing, I guess, some things as of late, like prior, like, there's always these conversations. I think social media, the generation that we're in right now, we had the tendency to, we spend so much time on our phone and these social media apps, whatever the case is, and slowly but surely you could probably start feeling like you're being swayed a certain way, whether that's from people that you know, social media influencers, people that you don't know, whatever the case is, the media, the government, whatever the case is. And, I think there's, some would call it propaganda. Some would call it, intentional, mind control, whatever the case is. My whole thing is this, right? At the end of the day, we all have to be responsible for our own actions, right? We all have to, as they say, you made your bed, now you got to lay in it, right? Live to the beat of your own drum. I pride myself in doing things that make sense to me. I'm not really out here doing things because society tells me to do it. I don't really care to, of course you have your peers, people that you might admire, look up to, family members, whatever the case is, but understand even them, those people that you admire are living lives that make sense to them. So you might find yourself feeling, behind in life. Oh man, why haven't I started that family? Why haven't I acquired that income or salary? Why haven't I taken that trip, that vacation? Why haven't I purchased that house? Whatever society the pressures of society might make you feel as if you're behind or whatever the case is. Bro, understand that everybody out here has to do things that make sense to them. Period. So the message for me personally, of course, again, I've said this once, I'll probably say it 100 times more. Every time I say something on this video, I'm talking to myself as well. Anytime I upload a video and I'm speaking to the people of the internet, I'm also speaking to myself as well too. I never want to come off as if, oh man, this guy has it all the way figured out. I've said this before, I'm going to keep saying it. I don't have it all the way figured out. I'm learning as I go, So these are some of the life lessons that I'm learning on my journey and things that are resonating with me. Look, man, all these things that are happening in the world, the pressures that you might be feeling, if you might feel like you're inadequate or whatever area in your life that you're in, understand that when it's all said and done, you're going to want to do things that made sense to you, period. That's the message for today. Do things that make sense to you. Whether you rent, buy, own, rent or own, whether you're married, not married, kids, no kids, college or no college, all the things that I feel like society tries to make you feel less than if you haven't done or whatever the case is, don't do that, man. You're only right. You're only going to set yourself up for your own personal anguish, right? Your own personal disappointment. Whereas if you establish your own set of values or rules or whatever the case is, or a standard of your life where you feel like, nah, I'm going to live like this. and hold yourself accountable. Of course, there's always going to be a level of accountability as well too, that you yourself can hold yourself accountable for. So it's just like, set standards and philosophies and rules that you know have rationalized in your own mind, that you're saying that makes sense to you, and live by that. That way you can't be mad at anybody but yourself, right? If you know you're beating to your own drum, if you're walking a path that you yourself created, you can't be mad at anybody but yourself. I feel like if you start living your life to a standard that other people set for you, then it's just like, what, you start putting that pressure. That's when anxiety comes in. That's where all these that internal dialogue starts to get foggy and dark. Nah, bruh. Look, I can only be mad at myself if I'm not at the level where I set for myself. Not society, not your parents, not your spouse, not your colleagues, whatever the case is. That's what I'm learning. That's the message for today. Honestly, I mean, this video doesn't even have to be that long. It is indeed going to be a short one, because I am indeed kind of tired. But I must remain consistent, so I gotta upload, of course. But yeah, man, that's what's been on my heart. Like I said, if this resonates with you, cool. That's always the goal. That's always the mission, man. To speak on things that not only resonate with myself, but may resonate with anybody out there in the world as well too. So, again, people, that's the word for today, man. That's the word for today. Catch you on the next one. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for tuning in. See you soon.